to another Wednesday Wisdom. I hope that your day is going good this far and that your week is going good too. Excuse my hair. I don't really know why it's so frizzy, but that's okay. As you guys know, last month was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for the month of October, we wore pink every Wednesday. This month is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and so for epilepsy, the ribbon is purple. So we will be wearing, or I want you guys to be wearing, purple every Wednesday, just to show your support for those who have epilepsy. Now, for those who don't know what epilepsy is, I pulled up the definition of it so you guys know. So, epilepsy, a neurological disorder marked by sudden recurrent episodes of sensory disturbance, loss of consciousness, or convulsions associated with abnormal electrical activity in the brain. So that's the exact definition of what epilepsy is. And I do have a few facts about epilepsy as well that I will be getting into. But just like we did last month with Breast Cancer Awareness, I will have a link down below to where you can donate to sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. And I'm just going to read you exactly from the website what it says so you guys know what you will be donating to with that link. And it says, for every person living with epilepsy, it is important to be aware of a risk known as SUDEP, sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. SUDEP refers to deaths in people with epilepsy that are not caused by an accident, injury, drowning, or other known causes. The exact cause of SUDEP is not known, but some potential factors have been identified. Your donation today will help support the work of the SUDEP Institute to create awareness, drive research to end SUDEP, and to support. So I will be linking that down below just so you guys know what you're donating to. Now, I feel like epilepsy, not a lot of people know about it, and myself even, I knew what it was, but I didn't know how many people are affected by epilepsy. And it's actually really big, huge numbers. And I feel like as from this month, I kind of want to give everybody due awareness and make sure that people know about epilepsy and know that people do have it. I do have a few facts and about epilepsy that I want to share with you guys. And I just want to kind of bring awareness to it. So if you do know someone, or maybe you don't know someone, and maybe you're in public or something and something happens to someone who does have epilepsy, maybe knowing a little bit about it can kind of help you aid them so they can feel safe and have a little bit of support. Just because I feel like epilepsy is something that not a lot of people know about, but we should know about. So this video is going to be a little bit longer, so I hope you guys don't mind, but I really wanted to kind of talk about epilepsy before I got into our quote today, because I feel like it is something that is a really big deal and it should be known about. So I'm just going to read a few facts from here, and I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday. I'm going to just be reading a couple facts or statistics on epilepsy and let you guys know what it's all about. So 65 million is the number of people around the world who have epilepsy. 65 million people is how many people around the world have epilepsy. That's a huge number. 65 million people around the world have epilepsy. Just let that sink in. Okay? In the United States, the number of people who have epilepsy are 3.4 million people. 3.4 million people in the United States have epilepsy. And all these facts are from the website that I'm going to give you guys for the donation. I'm also going to, because I linked it to where you can donate, but I'll also link where you can get all this information. So if you guys, I know they had apparel and things like that too. So if you guys wanted to go on there and buy a shirt so you can show your support, I will link all that down below too, so you guys can do your own type of research as well. Where was I? Okay, so 3.4 million is the number of people in the United States who have epilepsy. Let's see. 1 in 26 people in the United States will develop epilepsy at some point in their lifetime. 1 in 26 people in the United States will develop epilepsy at some point in their lifetime. So let's compare that to, I guess we could say like a classroom. There's about, 26, 30 people in there. So in a classroom, one person out of that classroom will develop epilepsy some point in their lifetime. I feel like that's huge, you know? So those are a couple facts that I wanted to share. So I'm just going to go over them again so you guys can really let this sink in, so you know how many people are actually, how many people actually have epilepsy. And so let me just do that again. So 65 million people around the world have epilepsy. 65 million. 3.4 million is the number of people in the United States that have epilepsy. 1 in 26 people in the U.S. will develop epilepsy at some point in their life. So let that just sink in and let it be known, you know, this is a huge number. 65 million people around the world have epilepsy. I just wanted to really bring that to everyone's attention. I think I already said this, but their ribbon is purple, so I don't know if this is going to show up as purple on the video, but I have a purple scarf. I'm going to be showing my support for those who have epilepsy throughout this month of November, but it always should be something that is that should always, everybody should be aware of, that people do have epilepsy. So I hope that you guys can donate to SUDEP, Sudden Unexpected Death in Epilepsy, and I hope that you guys can donate. Again, I'm going to leave the link down below, and I also will leave that link so you guys can find out more information, and that will be where I am getting all of my information for epilepsy to share with you guys. But I feel that for every Wednesday, I think that we all should wear purple for those who do have epilepsy, and to show our support for those who do, and just become more aware of those who do have epilepsy. So, moving on with my Wednesday wisdom. Sorry about that. I just really wanted to get that point across so you guys know what we're going to be doing for the month of November. Okay, so our quote for today is, "A lion never loses sleep over the opinions of sheep." I really liked this quote because I feel like I probably have said this before, but I feel like people are entitled to their opinions, but sometimes I feel that people say their opinions a little too much. I feel like sometimes their opinions are not wanted, which I don't know how to say. I'm not saying like that they aren't good opinions. I'm just saying sometimes they're not wanted. Sometimes people like to act like they know everything about anything, and sometimes they don't. So how they develop an opinion, I don't know, but they do. But this quote, "A lion never loses sleep over the opinions of sheep," I just wanted to share this with you guys so you guys know that I know that sometimes even our family sometimes can be a little much, like saying what they think that we should do. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is your life, and anything that you want to set your mind to or goals, that you should do it, because it's not your family's life, your friends, or anything like that. It's not their life. They don't have to, they're not you. So I feel like we all have one opportunity to make the best of it, and I feel like we should not have to worry about what other people are going to say or what other people are going to think. Like, I don't think that matters. As long as you're doing whatever you want to do and it makes you happy, I feel like you should do that. And I don't think that I feel like a lot of people just let the opinions of others really shape what we want to be, if that makes sense. And I think that we should really focus on what we want, you know? And I feel like everybody doesn't do that enough. So, a lion never loses sleep over the opinions of sheep. Just remember that you are the king or queen of your life, and do not let anybody else influence any decisions that pertain to your life, unless it's like something, catastrophic or something. But as for goals and dreams and aspirations and things like that, don't let somebody else tell you how they feel. I mean, that's fine. Like, if they say, oh, I don't really think you should do that, that's fine. But you should, if you really want to do it, you should do it, And, I mean, don't be doing anything, like, illegal or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, let's say you wanted to, let's say, this didn't happen to me, but I'll just say, because sometimes people think cosmetology school is not really school, or college, but it is. You're learning and you are getting a certification in something. So let's say that, so I went to cosmetology school. And by the way, this is like just a made up like story. It's just for like an example, so we know, like, we're on the same page. So my family wanted me to go to college, but I wanted to go to cosmetology school. And so I went to 4 years of college, and I got my degree, and I hated the 4 years of my life that I was at college, because I didn't really want to be there, because I knew that I wanted to be a cosmetologist, and I wasted 4 years of my life doing something to please other people, my family, my friends, whoever, to please them instead of pleasing myself and going to cosmetology school, where although cosmetology school is roughly about a year long, you will always have continuous learning throughout your career. But I missed out on that because I went to 4 years of college, and now I am waiting for a job. That's kind of like an example. Parents tell us to go to college and blah, 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 and which is fine because, I feel like college is good, but I feel like it kind of stinks if you don't really want to go there. If you already have a path. Like, I wasn't going to go to college because I already knew I wanted to be a cosmetologist, so I wanted to go to cosmetology school, therefore, so I can get my license, so I can be a cosmetologist. Okay, don't ask what that was, but so I could be a cosmetologist. So it wouldn't make sense for me to go to college. I mean, unless sometimes I think about going and getting like a business degree or just an associate's or something, but I'm completely happy with not doing that because my goal was always to just be a cosmetologist. And I'm not saying like college is bad or anything. It's good if that's what you want to do, but don't let your parents or your friends or anyone tell you, hey, you should do this instead of this. If you want to go to wherever, if you want to go to cosmetology school, but your family's telling you to go to college, go to cosmetology school, because why would you, you're just going to be sad that you went to college instead of cosmetology school because that was what you really wanted to do. I just feel like we all have the opportunity to do what we want, but we let those influence us and tell us what to do with our lives, and I feel like you shouldn't do that. You can like accept their opinions and say, yeah, that's like a great idea, but I really want to do this, and I think that will make me happy, and I feel like your happiness should come before all else. So, okay guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you guys enjoyed this quote. But, and also I'm sorry that this video is so long, but I really wanted to talk about epilepsy and get you guys aware and get you guys ready for the rest of the month, because that is what this month of November is Epilepsy Awareness. So don't forget to wear your purple every Wednesday to show your support. And I will see you guys next week. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week and weekend. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.